Hello, and welcome to NRI News,
where you get the most accurate and up-to-date news. Hello, I am Hendrix Parsons.
And I am Sekou Sienta, and as you can tell, we have a new news crew this week.
We will be bringing you the news for the next 4 weeks. First up, we have the winners for who is going to ride in the fire truck.
They won this reward by having no office referrals and a perfect attendance. Miley got an interview with the winners.
What was it like riding the fire truck?
It was really fun and it was really cool. We got to hang out at the fire station for a little bit and drive around Oak Hill and just see all the kids outside of New River Intermediate.
Good job. What was it like riding on the fire truck?
It was exciting, and you had to say hi to all the teachers and kids you know, and that's all I know.
What was it like riding the fire truck?
It was fun and exciting, and we got to wave at all the kids and ride around with the sirens on.
That seems very fun. What was it like riding the fire truck?
Well, I got to wave at my friends and family, and I got to see a little around Oak Hill a little bit, and when I got to the fire station, it was surprising, so I really appreciate it. So, yeah.
What was it like riding the fire truck?
It was amazing because it was the first time I've ever did it.
That seems really nice. What is your name and what is your job?
My name is Robert Begley. I'm the Assistant Fire Chief in Oak Hill.
What did y'all do today when you were on the fire truck?
We drove the students that had perfect attendance into the school today.
That seems really fun. Do you like doing your job?
Yes, I thoroughly. I've been doing it for 45 years.
Seems really good. Did you plan to be a firefighter when you were younger?
No, I did not. It was a good friend of mine was on the fire department. They were recruiting members, and I signed up, and I've been there ever since.
That seems really good. Do you know if, when you're at the fire station, what do y'all do most of the time?
We usually do maintenance on trucks, clean the station. We do a lot of training and things like that.
This seems really fun. Thank you for your interview with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Back to you, Sekou and Hendrix.
That was really exciting.
It sure was. Next up, we have an interview with Miss Wickline. She is going to tell us more about career choices.
What are the different kinds of colleges?
Oh my. Well, there's mostly actually two. There's like a 4-year college, which is what most people think about. And then there's something called community college, which is a college in local near you that you can go for a couple years and you can get a degree called an associate's. So like a lot of people who are nurses, they do that. They go take all their nursing classes and get their nursing degree, and then they take their test. Some people do that to like if I wanted to be a lawyer, but I didn't want to go to school for like 7 years, because that's how long lawyers go, I could go to community college and get an associate's and be a paralegal, which is a person who helps lawyers do their job.
What can I do if I don't want to go to college?
Well, a lot of people like to go to vocational school and take up a trade. So, if I wanted to be a mechanic, I would go to like our Votech next door and I would take the mechanic classes, or electrician, plumbing, HVAC, which is like heating and air conditioners. So you could do that. Or a lot of people go into the military. So the Army or the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, the National Guard. And then sometimes people, they're not sure what they want to do yet, so they just go to work after school, and that's okay too. Like my niece is working. She's not sure what she wants to go to school for, so right now she's just working until she figures it out, and that's okay too.
Do you have to decide right now?
Oh no, when I was a kid I wanted to be a music teacher, and there's no way I could do better than Miss Pennington. We have the best music teacher ever. But I do make a pretty good counselor. And so but that's not the same thing. So it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, or if you change your mind, that's okay too.
What made you want to counsel? What made you want to be a counselor?
I wanted to help people. I wanted to help kids in the school system because I felt like kids needed somebody they could trust that would help them in the school system.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up, we have Trevor with the weather.
And remember, if we have a snow day, please attach pictures below. The news link is on Facebook, and Mrs. Pack will put them on the news the following week.
This is Trevor at the Weather Center. Monday, 35 snowy. Tuesday, 45 sunny. Wednesday, 39 rainy. Thursday, 32 snowy. Friday, 31 cloudy. And Saturday, 37 cloudy. Back to you, Hendrix and Sekou.
Thank you so much for that, Trevor. We had Monday off from school this week.
Yes, to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. He was an incredible man.
He sure was. We got a special interview with someone from our community that has an important message about why it's so important to remember and celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Tell us your name and what is your career?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for letting me be here today. And my name is Sam Robert Calloway Jr. My nickname is Mr. C. I used to be a coach and a teacher here. And I'm also a pastor of a church in Oak Hill, Spirit and Truth Ministries.
What education do you need for that?
Well, I went to college. I went down to West Virginia Tech when I was in Montgomery, and I got my degree in education. And to be a pastor, you just have to be called of God.
We recently celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Can you tell us why celebrating this day is important?
I was talking to Ms. Pack earlier. I said, I celebrate this day because that a man laid down his life for us to have the opportunity to be friends. Ms. Pack is a great friend of mine. Her mom is a wonderful person. And if it had not been for Martin Luther King doing what he did, we would not have been able to be friends. I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you, Jacob, because there were laws that tell me that were you and I, because of what we look like, that's all, that told us that we couldn't talk to each other. So I celebrate this day because it gave me a freedom to have so many great, great friends that I have.
Can you give us ideas on how to make our school and community more inclusive? Inclusive means to accept everyone as they are.
That is a very, very tough question. It's going to take people accepting people that don't look like them, don't act like them, people a little bit different than they are, and looking at them and just accepting them for where they are. I don't think the world was made for us to all look, act alike. I think it was made different on purpose. And then that's the task that we have, to accept people not like us. It's so hard because we are taught things. And so when we live those things and we see something different, we're going to say, well, somebody told me this. Am I supposed to believe something different? Yes, to be inclusive, you have to open up your mind and open up your heart to accept everyone.
What advice do you have for us young people?
The one thing I would tell all the young people in the world is to go to school. Get as much schooling as you get. Learn. Because when you stop learning, you stop growing. Now, I would hope and pray that all of you guys in school, even if you don't go to college, go to the VOTEC, get your trade, learn something so that you can be a help and more of a difference maker in society.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a great interview.
It really was. Next, we talked to two of our NRI crew members about testing tips. Let's see what they had to say.
Testing time can be a really exciting time.
How was that?
Well, it lets our teachers know how much we learned. We already learned so much this year.
Yeah, but I get nervous and frustrated during those tests.
I know Miss Pack and Miss Wickline has talked to us this year about how to calm down and do our best.
Right, like square breathing. That calms our watchdog.
And if we are nervous, say something positive in our head, like I'm going to do my best.
I also make sure I eat breakfast here at school and get a good night's sleep.
This is a good idea too. We got this, NRI.
Thank you so much for that. Next, we have a really cool sneak peek to the part of the building no student has ever seen.
Where's that?
The kitchen. Gracie got an interview with some kitchen staff.
What is your name and what is your job?
I'm Rita Dodson and I'm the cafeteria manager.
Okay. So what's your favorite meal to cook?
Favorite meal to cook would be probably pizza. It's easy.
What's the most challenging thing to make?
That would be Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner when we have so much food and so many people eat.
How do you produce your food?
We get our food from Gordon's Food Service. They deliver it to us. We make an order every week. It comes on Fridays and we put it up. And then each day, the day before we have to make it, we prep it and put it on all the pans and stuff. And the next morning when we come in, we get ready to cook everything and we start the next day's prep.
So tour?
Sure thing. So this is our serving area. This is where we put all of our food. This is hot. These are hot plates. And this is cold serving items. These are our ovens and our steamers where we cook our food. And these are our warmers where we keep our food warm after it's cooked. Like we have pizza done now, and this will hold it at 150 degrees or 155 degrees. And we can set our temperatures to different things until we serve it. And then back here is where we do all of our prep. This is our big long tables where we get to pan up our pizza or fix our salads, take care of our vegetables and everything. And that's our storage room. We keep all of our extra food in there and any canned food items go in there. Back here is our refrigerator. This is a big walk-in unit. It keeps everything at 40 degrees. Sometimes it's really full and you can barely get in there. And sometimes it's not, like today, which that's what we like. And then this is our freezer. And it's extremely cold. It's -5 in there today. And sometimes it's really full, and that's where we keep the good stuff, ice cream. And that's on the menu today. And most of the time, it's really full. But that's our dry stock for cereal. And then that's our mop room. Any Hobart. This is called a Hobart machine. This is where we make rolls, and we make all the dough and stuff to make pepperoni rolls. This is where we make cookies. And you just put all your stuff in there. It comes with different attachments. Like these. We put it on there. We put all the stuff in there, and then you just turn it on, and that thing turns this around in circles. And it mixes everything up right at the bottom, just like a little mixer, but giant. And this is the dish room. This is where we wash all the dishes and take care of everything. Everything dries naturally. We don't wipe anything off dry. We set it on these carts to put it up. It goes through this side, it comes out that side. See, just like these little cracks here. Makes everything nice and clean and sanitary. This is the inside of the washer.
Thank you for the tour.
I was happy to do it. You have a nice day.
You too.
Well, that was interesting.
Last but not least, Wesley got an interview with our winners from Math Field Day. Let's cut to that interview now.
What did you have to do to prepare for Math Field Day?
Every Tuesday we had Math Field Day practice with Miss Wilson.
What was the hardest thing that you had to do that day?
For me, it was estimation computation because I'm not good at estimating.
What are you going to do for next year's Math Field Day?
Okay, I definitely need to practice like quick math, like math that I only have to do for a few seconds. Yeah.
What did it feel like to win Math Field Day?
It felt pretty exciting, I was happy and it felt pretty good.
Back to you, Hendrix and Sekou.
Well, there you have it, folks.
We did it. Our first episode is over. Only one thing left to say.
Keep soaring high, NRI.